All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome everyone back to WolfQuest. We're here with Hurricane, and it looks like it's time to sleep, and it has been a little bit. I took a little bit of a break here. There's a lot of things that were happening, but we are back. We're gonna be continuing to stream on Tuesdays, hopefully. So let's go ahead and we'll sleep here. Everybody's talking about glasses. I am included in that glasses wearer statistic. I don't have them all the time, but I do need them for long distance stuff like driving. So yeah, I feel that. I'm trying to figure out. So we're pretty close. I think we're pretty close to leaving for the rendezvous site. I think that was the next thing. Yo, thanks for the resub, Rain. 21 months and a stranger wolf attack. All right. Great. Nope. Not the button I'm looking for. Thunder, back in the den. Back in the den. Back in the den. Yeah. Get out. Nope, we ain't doing this. Get out. All right. I'm gonna finish my nap. With or without you. How are they doing on food? They're fine. Just making sure we didn't leave them with, Wow, that prediction may end as quickly as it began, unless you're running it for the next one. Yo, thanks for the resub, Severity. That's awesome. Again, 15 months, too. Holy cow, it's hard to even believe we've been doing it this long, let alone people sticking around for that long, so thank you guys very much for that. Goodness. And we're actually close to a hype train, it looks like, and it's close to time to leave. Alright, let's sleep a tiny bit more. I just want it to be dawn here. I just want it to be a little bit brighter. There we go, that's fine. Alright. And now we should be able to let these guys out, although I don't actually know if I want to let them out yet. We do need to figure out what rendezvous site we're going to. Alright, there's 3 that are near us, so I guess we can start that prediction, or not prediction, we can start that poll now. There's the west side, the north side, and the east site. Let me go ahead, we'll set that up. So we can start voting on that, because we'll probably be moving there before too much longer. Oops. Oh my goodness. It is struggling to spell rendezvous site day today, apparently. Alright. And I think we'll go ahead, we will set that up. And you guys will be able to choose which one. We don't normally look at them that closely anyway, but before we do that, we do need to go find some food, and yeah, 14.1 pounds is pretty close. So is there anything around here that we can eat and maybe buff up the territory too? Still saw the stranger wolves from earlier. Yes, Typhoon, I agree, we should get going. Oh yeah, the eagle prediction is not gonna be a thing for much longer here. They are big pups. Alright, let's see. I don't know. I think let's look at where we need to go. For any of these we're gonna need to mark. Yeah, for any of these we'll need to mark all of this territory up here, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I don't think bisons are really on the menu. Not for this pack. We had our challenge pack that hunted bison, but I don't know at this point. Oh, and it looks like you guys want the north den anyway, or the north rendezvous, which we actually just ran through, so let's actually take a look at that. Is that right over here? Where is this even? Oh, it's the one by the lake. Okay, yeah, I know exactly which one this is. Oh yeah, and we've got the babies too. That's right. Oh, that's right, okay. I don't know where the mother is, but we'll have to keep an eye out. So we're not gonna hunt elk today anyway. We'll just look for the babies, but we'll start marking then, because we know we're gonna be going to this one. Did I see the latest dev blog? I don't remember which one the latest one was. I do try to keep up with them when I see them. Oh, another baby somewhere. Where is this mother? If we can find the mother, we know roughly the area we need to look in. I just like knowing where she is at so that we can better gauge that, even though we do have the music. Somewhere around here? Sometimes oh, there's the mother, okay. No, that's not the mother. That's a random bull elk that's just chilling here. I was like, oh, wait a second. There's antlers there. Oh. Yeah, I guess we're out of the area. Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw the one about... Oh, you know what? We could hunt a moose. We'll hunt a moose calf. I did see the one about being able to enter the buildings, which is going to be fun. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that seem like they're going to be pretty awesome about Lost River. That's going to be very, very fun when it comes out. We'll definitely have to be checking that out, that's for certain. Alright, I need to focus a little bit on the hunting here because this is a moose, and if I get kicked in the face, it's going to be bad times. Not going to be ideal. So we don't really want that. Also, I apologize for the spinning. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum, but yeah, you have to do some circling here sometimes. I'm sorry, but my babies need to eat, and you are great food for them, so... Or actually possibly for us, depending. I don't think I want to be carting a moose calf around. I think we'll want to look for something a little bit smaller for the babies, but this will be good for us to eat on our way out. Y'all? Can you kindly start running? Would like it if you would start running. That's going to make it easier for us to hunt here. I can do a quick bite, then possibly. I just don't want to get bitten in my... Or not bitten. Don't want to get kicked myself in the process. Trying to think about it. Oop. Okay, we got a bite in. It didn't do any damage, but hopefully it'll scare. It's kind of what I'm hoping for here. Are we on the run yet? No, we're not. Oh my goodness. Alright. Whoop. As long as we don't stay in one spot for too long, we're not going to take damage, I don't think. Ooh, look out. Come on. Alright, get out of here. Get running. Get running. Alright, we're just gonna be a little bit more aggressive here. There we go, that's more like it. Alright, she's gonna go after us. Whoa, watch out, Typhoon. Alright, I think, especially if she gets ahead of it, that's good news for us. So let's go ahead and bite. Alright, I want to try to get a few more... Well, maybe not. I was like, I'm not gonna risk that when she's running up on us here. Alright, also hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's get out of the way of that moose. It's not what we want, but this is a lot better for us. Oh, you're just chilling by the random bullock, what in the heck? Oh, there was the elk mother down there. I actually see her now. Don't get, yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't get attacked by the bullock, but there's the elk mother, so we can maybe track down her baby as well. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely... Lost River has always been big with the roleplay crowd in WolfQuest, that is for sure. And this will hopefully open up some exciting new possibilities for it. Yeah, I can't... So, I have to force myself to not read chat while I'm hunting, because... if I autopilot the hunting, I will almost die and scare the life out of everyone. It's happened on several occasions, so I've just accepted that I just can't do that anymore. Oh, there's a cougar here. So, sorry about that, I can't read chat while I'm in the middle of the actual hunting. I only really can manage to read the chat when I'm doing running around, which there is a lot of running around in WolfQuest, but when I'm doing fighting or focusing, it's not a good idea for me to read, I've realized. But let's see. I saw something. Oh, when Lost River DLC comes out, will you use a Wayfinder's Wolf to check it out first? Yes, in fact, I suppose I can reveal this now. Do you guys want some things that I'm not sure that I've said just yet about what my future plans are here for what we're going to be doing with Lost River and Saga, whenever those come out? And oh, congratulations on the new kittens. That's always fun. I really just can't find these babies, so I guess we'll keep moving. Yeah, do you guys want some formerly spoilers stuff? Yeah, some hints of what's to come. So my plan for how we're gonna do the... Evelyn! Ma'am, I am streaming. Evie, do you guys hear her scratching my closet door? And yelling? Evelyn. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Evie. Come here. Evie. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're interrupting. You are interrupting. Yes. Sit and be calm. You can't just run around like a gremlin screaming and scratching on the door. You're not allowed in that closet. You know that. You have your own. You have your own closet. Okay, sit. Alright, I've acquired the cat. She's screaming in the background. She does this whenever she wants attention. She is just fine. She just likes to talk. Alright, yeah, she was yelling. But yes, so, yeah, we do need- oh, there she goes. We do need an Evie yell emote. It's one of the ones that I'll have to make at some point soon here, because she sure do be hollering a lot in the background sometimes. But anyway, my plan for Lost River versus Saga is we're actually going to let Crow, our Wayfinder's heir, be the one to explore Lost River and to start a story there. So we'll be seeing his story when Lost River comes out, or at least the beginning of it. What we're going to be doing when Saga gets here, whenever that ends up being, which, again, we don't totally know when that's going to be. We just know it's coming at some point in the future, and they're working on it. But what we're going to do for that is we're actually going to return to Aiden and Raven, which is something that I had originally said I wasn't going to do, but everyone, absolutely loads of you guys have asked me repeatedly when they're coming back, and I'll be honest, like, I didn't expect them to become such a beloved pack when I first introduced them in their story, but absolutely loads of you guys have loved them. For a lot of y'all, they are the iconic pack. And so I figure, you know, with the next huge WolfQuest update, it does make sense to give them the chance to return. And because of the way Lost River works, if it continues to be the same system that they have for current Lost River, where you can't cross over, it makes sense to have Crow be the one to travel to Lost River, because we couldn't bring Aiden and Raven there even if we wanted to. We'd have to start over with Aiden, and I don't think any of y'all want me to bring him over there without Raven. So that's kind of my plan for this, is to kind of have the pack branch off like that. So we'll still have Wayfinders members crossing back and forth, especially if Aiden and Raven end up having more pups. And I would assume the Saga will also apply it to Lost River when that gets here, when both of those get here. So assuming that's the case, then maybe we'll even see Crow go on to continue through the Saga in Lost River. Now, I've got a few other plans, don't you worry. We're going to be doing some other things with our Lost River stories as well. Some things that might surprise some of you guys. I've been sitting on some ideas for a little bit, and I think Rain does know what some of them are. I'm not going to tell you guys all of my plans just yet. You'll have to watch and find out when we get there. But I do have a lot of cool plans for whenever we have the expanded Lost River, and the ability to do more in that than we can right now with current Lost River. Stranger Wolves, well, they did attack us earlier, but I think we were just, like, right on the border, so I'm not too worried about that. So, indeed. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. I've got a few other stories, too, that we'll be taking a look at some point. I've got some new challenges coming up, not just for the normal challenge pack that we have here either. I've got a few other ideas that I'll be introducing at some point, and hopefully those will not be too long in coming. Once we get back to videos on the main channel here, which should be this week, hopefully. I just took a little bit of a break, and once we get back to that more fully, we're going to be continuing on with some of the stories we have, wrapping up Maple's, wrapping up Rat's story, and continuing on with Dante's first season, all of that. And we're going to do a little bit of that before I start introducing new challenges, but they're not too far off, let me tell you that. There's quite a lot of content on the Wayfinders playlist if you're planning on watching through that. Oh, it's up here. How did I miss that when I must have been talking? There's quite a lot of Wayfinders content to watch if you are interested in that. We've done the first playthrough and 2 offshoots. Now, I need to see... Okay, we need to start working on getting food above all else. Let me mark some of this over here. Hopefully we'll find a baby that's out in the open more, because I don't like finding them in the forest. They're hard to track down in the forested areas because you just can't see the grass patches. So, yes indeed. So, Crow is going to be the one taking on Lost River, and Aiden is going to be making a return along with his mate Raiden for the saga when that comes out. And continuing on their story with that, they'll be the first wolves that we check out the saga with. And we'll let some of our others check it out at some point too there, once we get to that point. But again, like, we don't know exactly what's happening with Saga, we just know that it is something that's happening. We don't know when, we don't know exactly what all is going to be the case with it. It could be a ways out yet, we don't know. They'll start announcing more closer to, I'm sure, because they're pretty good about that. Again, I think the WolfQuest team does release dates incredibly smartly. There is just an unspoken principle of, as soon as you start announcing things, something will go wrong. It's just the way that this works. That's a bull elk, hold on. Well, then where's the baby? I thought that was the mom, but I've just seen, no, that's a bull elk. Oh, it must be this mule deer over here. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of what's going to be happening here. Also got some fun other ideas for the streaming channel, too, here on Twitch. That's one thing that I want to, that's one thing that's kind of hard because scheduled streams are, my availability can vary quite a bit from week to week. So I think I do want to stick with one scheduled stream for the time being. However, I've got some other ideas that I've been batting around of non-scheduled one-offs that might pop up from time to time where we check out some other things. So, if you guys want to have the chance to be in on those, definitely make sure you're following me here on Twitch so that it notifies you, because even I don't necessarily know when I'm going to be doing those streams. I'm just hoping that, hoping we'll be able to check out a few other things on here. They probably won't be WolfQuest, there'll be some other things. There's a few reasons that I took a break this week, but one of them is that... I don't think we're going to find this baby. One of them is that I have been hard at work on a new project with the IU crowd that has taken up quite a bit of my attention. I've been trying to put it together, and that's taken a lot of time and effort to do. But it's getting to the point where I'm almost ready to reveal what exactly that project is. We're all really excited about it, and I think it's going to be a ton of fun to get to check out. Okay, I do want to mark this territory up here. I'm kind of running around doing who knows what all, getting myself distracted with a million other things. But I do want to make sure we mark the territory over here. So, let's see. Speculation, I feel like Saga's probably going to come out later since it sounds like they're still working on the basic stuff. I don't want to make any estimates since the team hasn't made any estimates. Oh, heck, we need to get back the affinity. Sorry, you know what? Never mind, we're not marking territory then. We're running home. Yeah, no, I'm peacing the heck out. We're going back. We're gonna leave, Typhoon with the pups, I suppose, and then continue on. Goodness, that was almost not good. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Again, this is also just speculation for me as well. I'm not going off anything the team has said. It's one of those things where I think, considering the size of the undertaking, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a little bit longer. But the team has also incredibly surprised me with how quickly they've been able to get some updates out, so I genuinely do not know. I kind of operate on the idea of I'm generally not surprised when something takes longer than originally anticipated. that just kind of has been my experience with coding myself, with working with indie game devs on YouTube for ages. It's just kind of been my experiences. I'm never surprised when something introduces an unexpected delay, but it's always incredibly exciting when it does happen sooner than predicted as well. So yeah, part of my break, I definitely did have about 3 days where I kind of just hyper fixated on this. This is a project that we've been talking about for a long time and never really got to moving on. The one that I'm doing with Ayu, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully Typhoon feeds them. I think he has more food. Yeah, he'll be fine. So, okay, we need to mark. I guess we only really need to mark these two down here. So, but yeah, this is one of those things where, like, we've been talking about it for actually forever. I think this has been an idea we've been batting around for about 3 years, and we've had our reasons for waiting on it, but we also kind of made some new epiphanies about it recently and realized, oh, maybe we don't have to hold off for other reasons on this. Maybe we can make this work. And so we got moving on it this week, and it's incredibly exciting. It's something that I'm looking forward to debuting on the Plus channel, and I think everybody else has been super excited about it too. It's going to be a really fun idea that I'm really looking forward to sharing with y'all. Hopefully sooner rather than later. We'll see. I'm considering doing some stuff with it this week, but here on Twitch, I mean. But we'll see. It depends on my schedule, and like I said, my schedule can be a little bit unpredictable. Yeah. Let's see. No, crashes aren't any good. Yep, that is not so fun. Definitely report it if it's... Yeah, if you can report it, that's a good thing to do, because that's not supposed to be happening. Ooh, that's exciting. A lot of you guys, it seems like, have plans for what wolves you want to use for Lost River and Saga and all of that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, WolfQuest autosave is really nice, for sure. I'm generally a big fan of autosave features because you just never know when something's going to go splat. That's something that often happens. Sometimes software just decides to implode, and you never know when you're gonna stumble on that one rare bug that nobody noticed, or because it's so uncommon. That's the thing, is you can never completely rule out. Oh, can never completely rule that out. All right, we've got. I think this is a mule deer. It looks like. Are we itching again? We're itching again. Gosh, I'm so ready to leave for the rendezvous site. This will be enough for Hurricane, I think. We gotta find another one pretty quickly though. Okay, the pups have been fed. I would like to bring back another one, but if not, it's not the end of the world. Oh, goodness. Yeah, older drives can be more finicky, too. If you can run it some mule deer, exactly. That is exactly how I know, right? I wonder how much Towerfall and Lost River will be. That's one thing you're curious about. I think, have they said that Lost River is going to be DLC and Saga is going to be an update? Have they said that, or have they... I can't remember what they've announced. I can't remember what they've said about whether or not Saga is still gonna... Because I know originally when it was planned as just an additional map, it was gonna be paid. Well, I know... Tower... And I think what they said recently is that Saga is an update, but Towerfall is an additional map, or... I don't remember. Yeah, I think maybe that... Gosh, don't quote me on any of this, sorry. I cannot remember what the most recent thing they said is, because I know that has changed a little bit over the course of development. Yeah, I've lost a couple of mates to bears. I've never bisoned to mate Starry. I've never had a mate die to bison. Nimbus did get very beat up by bison at one point, but we had permadeath off. I still don't know why he was picking a fight with them, but we've only ever lost mates to bears. Saga's an update and Tower Falls DLC, okay. That's what I thought, the most recent thing that they've said. It's changed a few times over the course of development as the scope of what's happened has changed, and, like, that's kind of just the way these things are. So, but yeah, Tower Falls, a map, then, is probably, I think they've said is DLC, if I remember correctly. Goodness. Yeah, some of the mates in this, we've gotten kind of fortunate to not have any truly terrible ones in this. Most of them have been pretty good, but I've heard a few stories. Yeah, I think I tripped over that grass patch without noticing, and she went back, and that was a mistake. Oh no, 5 pups dying to bison at once and your mate all in the same go is really scary, Nexus. I'm so sorry. Yeah, bison terrify me, that's for sure. Yeah, what Savarity is saying is, when I was talking about how Nimbus picked a fight with bison, I think he had gone off to hunt was what was happening, because he just walked off and fought bison in the distance, got really, really hurt. I don't know what he was doing, I genuinely could not tell you. But I'm glad he was not, glad he didn't die to that. Oh my goodness. I tend to play achievements when you guys are talking about doing things on purpose for achievements. I tend to play achievements where if they happen, they happen. I don't know, the one that I have yet to get, and I don't know, I'm sure it'll happen at some point if I keep playing for long enough, but I don't know at what point it will, is the one for losing a pup where they get lost and they don't come back. Because I don't usually have pups get lost. When they do, I'm usually alright at finding them, and the closest we've come to that one was with Rat, when she wasn't allowed to use vocalizations and all the pups left. We've not had that happen yet. Now I'm gonna leave this mule deer fawn here. We're gonna sleep, but first let's play with these guys a bit, because goodness gracious. Yeah, that was, I don't know what Nimbus was doing, but he definitely was, he picked a fight he should not have picked. He really shouldn't have. The bad parent achievement to losing a pup, that's losing a pup to a predator, isn't it? Or no, to hunger. That's to hunger. Yeah, that was, Maple's heck first year. Oh, goodness. That is the only time that we've lost a pup to hunger, and that remains one of the most brutal experiences that I've ever had in WolfQuest. Maybe not quite topping her final litter so far, and there's who knows how much left of it for that to continue to be the case. Or, not the final litter, but the one before the well, it hasn't for sure topped the final litter because we don't know what's gonna happen. The litter before this was actually even worse. Her 7-year litter was worse than her first one because, yeah, we had 2 pups survive and we lost our mate. And that was even worse than the first litter. Yeah, bad parent is to hunger. Oh yeah, speedrunning is a good way to get those achievements too. Speedrunning the entire goal changes, and being a good parent becomes a disadvantage. When wolves have long names, you always put in the full name or the nickname. I usually will put the full name and then use the shorter version. So like with Pyrrha, I'm pretty sure her badge still says Pyrrhaless. Everything else just calls her Pyrrha. I think in her bio, I don't know about her bio. She might have her full name in her bio. I just still call her Pyrrha. Her save files are Pyrrha. So, oh goodness. Yeah, some of the achievements are kind of sad, that's for sure. How do you speedrun? So basically that's just trying to get through the game as quickly as possible. So like the speedrun strategy for this is pretty much just sleep and eat. I didn't actually time it or play by official speedrun rules on purpose, but I speedran a couple litters with Tempest just to get them done so that I could age him up. We're gonna sleep. It's tired time, But yeah, pretty much you end up just sleeping through as much of it as you can. And as long as you finish with one pup alive, you can get through the year, so you technically don't have to keep any more alive than that. For 2.7, it's a little bit different, and that's the version that I have speedran. And I think I've gotten the world record twice, but I got that, or somebody else has long since beat that. I think Violet was one of the people who beat it. I think even more people have beat it than that. So it's something I definitely want to come back to and do again, but not at this present moment. I have to, again, have time for it. That's another potential one-off stream. Yo! 15 pounds! And here are the slightly older pups. Alright. Journey to the summer home. Well, let's head out. No, that's not... I don't think that's the false gray coat. I'm, like, looking at Sunset's coat again. Just out of the corner of my eye going, huh. Huh. Alright. Let's just head north. Once these guys have finished eating. Let's see. What was my time? I think we got down... Did we get under 20? It was close to or slightly under 20. I think it was slightly over 20. It is on the website still. Wow, 5th place. Holy cow. And that was the record time at the moment. Since then 4 people have actually beat that time. So I gotta get back on it. I gotta get back and try again at some point. Oh, Violet's in 2nd. Nice. Oh, we misread? Okay. Oh, that was probably my original time that you're seeing, the 30-minute one. I think that was the one that I got by accident. 24 minutes, okay. That sounds about right. So yeah, slightly over 20 minutes, 24 minutes. The first time I speedran, I got by accident because I got one of the most insane luck rolls that I've ever seen in my life. And if you saw the speedrunning stream, we spent half of that stream trying to replicate it and just reloading time and time again because we almost never got it. Somehow I got that on my first ever speedrun and did decently. I kind of wasn't as good at the Slug Creek portion of it as I am now, or as I got by the time I got the 24-minute time. But it was still better than the previous time somehow, and so I ended up breaking the previous record on accident. So that was a thing. That was a thing. Oh yeah, okay, I remember where we're at. Okay, well, there we go. Oh, 6th place, okay. Wow, that's a lot of people who've beaten it. Glad to see that there's more competition in the community, though, now. Like, I think that's one of the things that can be fun about speedrunning, is it's not, like, if you're just doing this against your own personal best, it can still be fun. But I think it's more fun when you have other people kind of pushing you to challenge yourself further, I think. Where is the rendezvous? It's over here slightly. 13 minutes! Holy crud! Somebody must have found a new glitch. Somebody must have found a new skip method or something, because that's bonkers. Holy cow. Oh yeah, we gotta name the rendezvous site. Did we remember to open names for that? If not, I'm gonna lightning round it, and whoever puts a name in chat first gets it. Hey, it's been a break. Can you tell it's been a bit since we've streamed? I think the last time we had to do rendezvous names was before I moved. Alright, lightning rounded. Whoever posts a name first gets it. Alright. Ah, that's fun. Some people who were there for the, Ooh, that is a good one. Okay, Sungrass it is. Some people were there for the speedrunning stream. Yeah, that was very late at night. We kind of just rolled with it. Those longer streams, maybe we'll do more of those in the cooler seasons, because I still do have to run my fan here. It's nowhere near as bad as California, don't get me wrong, but it does get a little bit warm when we have, when I turn it off, it gets a little bit warm when I have my computer running. So when that becomes an asset in the winter time, maybe I'll find more excuses to do longer streams. Oh my goodness, lots of really good names coming in. Alright, there we go. The joke names are very, very fun. We've had a few great ones over the course of this. Food City. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna go try to find some food, speaking of. See what we can get. If there's anything up here. Yeah, you live in the pub store ahead, but they don't actually know the way. Yeah, it is very funny. They want to lead, but they don't know where they're going. Alright, where is this mama? We find her. Yeah, sungrass, and it immediately starts raining. Uh-oh. Suppose that's fitting for this, suppose that's fitting for this pack, though. Aha, there's the mom. It's another bullock. Why? What? I've been deceived again. How does this keep happening? Every single time I get bamboozled. Goodness. Oh yeah, I encountered deer for the first time here in real life, by the way, this last week. I had my first encounter with deer on the side of the road, which is something that I was immediately warned about by many people when they learned that I was moving to Wisconsin. Everyone I knew who had been here was immediately like, oh yeah, watch out for deer, and I had not seen, I'd seen some way out in a field, but that was it. But I ended up driving around dusk this last week for a bit. And, yeah, lo and behold, the deer were there. And my first ever experience with one, as I was making a turn way out in some of the back roads. Y'all, this was my first time driving on roads that did not have a center divider line. I did not even know that that was a thing. I was wondering if my GPS was wrong, and it was not. It's just, okay, this is a thing. This is a new experience. So I was way out in the back of the forests. Not as far as it can be, but still pretty far. And there was a deer just chilling. Head popped up from the side of the road in the ditch as I was making a turn. And y'all, when I tell you, I don't think that this animal had ever had a thought in its life. There was nothing happening behind those eyes. There was absolutely nothing. This deer just pops its head up, and we lock eyes. And I'm making this turn real slow because I'm like, I ain't about to hit a deer tonight. So I'm just looking at this deer. This deer is looking at me, and I'm just going, don't do it. Don't you do it. And it didn't, thankfully. But yeah, the deer are real. I was not misled. They are so, yeah, deer are so head empty they are a hazard to themselves. Yeah, I understood that sentiment so strongly in that moment. Like, I've seen them at a distance and they always look a little bit confused. But I was probably, I don't know, I was half the width of the road away from this deer pretty much. And my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen an animal that just did not have a single thing happening up there. And you could just see it so clearly. So that was an experience. Yeah, I did know dawn and dusk are the worst times, so I'm not surprised. Let me turn off my frickin' rendezvous sites. Not surprised that that was when I finally saw one. And I didn't just see one, I saw 4 on, within the span of about 40 cumulative minutes. So, they were out and active, that was for sure. But, you know, you just keep an eye out, and I've not had them dart out in front of me yet. I'm dreading the day when it happens, but I feel like I at least did okay with seeing them when they were chilling out in the side of the road. Let's see. Hey, what the heck? I need to focus on taking this territory. Yeah, the back roads will let you decide how close to the middle of the road you can drive. Yeah, I was not used to that. That's not something that happens in California. There's a lot of little differences I've noticed that you just are the things you don't think about. And they're not necessarily even bad differences. Like, when I say different, I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. They're just different. Half the time, I like it better than I did in California. The roads one I'm 50-50 on. That was kind of strange. It got used to it. It's not like there were other cars coming the other direction that far out in the woods that I had to worry about. I don't think, yeah. It's also very surreal to have roads where you can just drive and not see anyone else. It's another thing that does not happen in California. That's just, it's a big difference. So, oh, hi Cal, I'm so sorry it's not been working. I hope it sorts itself out. Yeah, sometimes Discord can be a little finicky. Discord and Twitch and the combination of them can be a little finicky, it seems. Where is your baby? I looked already, but I haven't been able to find it. And I really need to not shout things like that without warning. I think we have thicker walls here than I used to at my other one, but man, I'm still like... There's a special sort of paranoia about living in an apartment complex with other people and playing games for a living that leads to you regularly shouting things like, "Eat the child." There is a special paranoia that comes with it. There it is. No. Typhoon, you're blocking me. Why? I am so stuck. What the heck? Oh, goodness. Okay, alright. Somehow that worked out. I feel like I just added 2 and 2 and got 13. I'm not gonna question it any further than this. Yo, welcome back, Cal. I'm glad that it worked. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh. That is wild. So, Circle says, last year me and my husband were in Mississippi. We were on the way home on some back roads from my grandparents' house. We were almost home. It was dark. We saw a deer on the side of the road. No joke, it waited until we were halfway past him and decided to run out in the road. He ran right into the side of our truck, rolled over into the bed, out the other side. We never saw it again. What in the heck? What? I mean, I can't 100% blame the deer for not knowing what to do with cars, but that's definitely one of the wilder stories that I've heard of them, and I 100% believe it after seeing that deer. Like, yeah, deer are something else. The one that really scares me, though, and I don't know how prevalent moose are here. I'm pretty sure they're around, but I don't know how prevalent they are, compared to... If you've heard... I think I've talked about my mom's moose story, before, from growing up way up north and having moose around regularly, but I'm not sure how prevalent they are here compared to, like, elsewhere. Oh, there we go. But that's the one that really scares me because, like, those things are so big. They are so frighteningly large, and you don't realize it at a glance until you get some context for that size. If you hit a moose, you will not win that. The moose will probably walk away. You may not. So that's the one that really scares me. There's your baby, I'm hungry, yeah. The things that I'm not sure I could explain very well to my neighbors. I don't suspect they can hear me, but, like, man, there are some things about being a YouTuber or a streamer that are just their own experience. And yeah, don't worry about it if you ever can't make a stream. Again, real life comes first, be it health, other obligations, whatever it is. Don't worry if you can't be here. It's always fun to have y'all, but I would not hold you to that. I don't want to be that sort of person, and I don't want to be that to myself either. I'm trying to learn to get better about even giving my own self the chance to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, even if that means sometimes reducing my workload a little bit. Alright, let's see. Yeah, deer really, no thoughts, head empty. I I cannot stress to what extent that is true. You started having a bear in your yard at night. Oh my goodness. Hopefully he will not continue to come around. I am pretty sure that I did see a bear since I moved out here. Like down in the woods as I was driving on the highway. It was really quick, so I'm not 100% sure. But it was a different color than any of the woods around it. Wasn't quite the same shades that I was seeing throughout the rest of the forest. And it was very bear-shaped. So I'm pretty sure that I did see a bear just chilling, just vibing down in the woods. So, oh gosh, yeah, a bull elk would also be a very, very bad thing to encounter on the road. That's not great. Elk are also very large. You see moose at the zoo, but that's not the same. Yeah, there are moose at the zoo out here. I think they have moose, they have elk, they have bison, they have deer as well. I think they actually have a lot of the animals that show up in WolfQuest. But yeah, they really are big. And again, elk is something that I don't know if I ever appreciated, like, the full size of it either, until I encountered one in person, which was also wild because it was a full bull elk and it was like maybe a good 15 feet away from me. And somehow, I don't understand how I didn't see this thing walking across an open field, and I don't understand how it didn't see me either, because we surprised each other, and I'm really thankful that it handled that gracefully and just walked away instead of coming after me. So... oh no. Yeah, no, I know, like, comparatively, I feel that, like, we're talking about complaining about being sore even though we're only in our 20s, and like, yeah, I know everybody tends to joke about being old when you get to your 20s or 30s, and like, you know, comparatively that's not old. And being old is not a bad thing, but like, man, you really do sometimes you get out of I got out of my teen years and now all of a sudden all my joints sound like Rice Krispies sometimes. I'm sorry. Sit up and I'm like, oh gosh, why? And like, I don't mean that to scare anybody, but it is, I get why people joke about feeling old now, because sometimes I do experience that as well. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is really scary that there is a bear across the street. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if there are things, because I do, oh. both picking up thunder, same brain apparently. I would not be surprised if there's stuff in the woods near me. I'm pretty sure I saw a fox within the apartment grounds, but like, I'm not that far away from the woods. I am certain there's deer and stuff out there. I don't know what else is out there, but I'm pretty sure there's definitely animals. Smell! Oh, I thought I said that. Oh my goodness. Oh my choice. Like Rice Krispies. That's a thought. Oh my goodness. Oh my bones smell like Rice Krispies. That is a quote that would not be understood anywhere outside of the context of this conversation. Absolutely legendary typo. And on that note, we probably should leave this off here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So the pups are doing pretty well. We haven't had a predator attack for a little bit. Sunset's up to 15 pounds. Are y'all really gonna lose the prediction because there was nothing? Are we really doing this? Apparently so. I am pretty sure that this is no more attacks, unless I'm seriously head emptying either. Nope, there really weren't. Alright then, I guess we're doing fine. That's a shirt-worthy quote right there. The most baffling shirt in existence. Alright. See, you're gonna call the prediction and immediately something's gonna jump out of the woods at us is what's gonna happen here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this up here for today because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and to drop a follow at twitch.tv/JZX535 so you can see when we're going live and catch some of those surprise streams that may not be announced in advance, as well as our regular ones, of course. But I will see you guys next time, and until then, this is Jay, over and out.